Okay, let us discuss about conjugate elements and classes. Suppose G is equal to the group G is equal to E, A, B, C. Now consider the similarity transformation. Similarity transformation is nothing but A inverse B A. Suppose an element A is used for the similarity transformation if A inverse it is acting on B and if get C. So A inverse B into A is equal to C. Then B and C are called the conjugate elements. For example, in the case of a C4V group, C4 inverse MX C4 will give you My. Suppose take ABCD, our square, okay, then act C4, C4 will rotate to 90 degree in the clockwise direction, then do Mx on that is a reflection about x-axis, then take an inverse rotation to 90 degree, then you will get My. So Mx and My are conjugate elements. If A conjugate to, suppose if B conjugate to C and B conjugate to D, then B and D are conjugate to B, or B, C, D are conjugate to each other, just like our zeroth law of thermodynamics. We can split a group into set such that all elements of set are conjugate to each other. Such a set of elements are called a class. A set of elements in a group which are conjugate to one another is in a class. An identity element is a class of itself. Inverse Mx C4 is equal to C4 inverse into sigma V. C4 acting on first acting C4, then Mx, you will get sigma V, then C4 inverse acting on sigma V, you will get My. And if you do like this, you will get the C4 inverse Mx Cv. So Mx and My are conjugate. Here Mx and My are conjugate. Take all the elements of the group other than Mx and My and do the operation. Then you will find that Mx and My are conjugate to each other. Similarly, you take this C43 or C4 inverse and C4, that is C4 and C43. C43 is nothing but C4 inverse. Okay, and do the similarity transformation with the C4 to Mx My sigma using sigma V. You can find that C4 and C43 are, or C4 and C43 will form a class. Similarly, you do the similar operation for Mx and My, you will find that Mx and My are a class and sigma U and sigma V form classes. So E, C4, C43, C4 square itself form a class. Then Mx, My, sigma U, sigma V form class of C43 group. Rotation through an angle of different magnitude must belong to different class. For example, C4 and C4 square, one is rotation through 90 degree, other is rotation through 180 degree. So they will never form a class. Rotation through an angle in the clockwise and anti-clockwise sense about an axis belonging to a class if and only if there exists a transformation in the group which reverses the direction of the axis. Rotation through the same angle about two different axes or rotation in two distinct planes belonging to the same class if and only if two axes can rotate into each other by some element of the group. So Mx and My, first we can, this is rotating about ABCD can be rotating about Mx and then and rotate to My. So this Mx and My, from Mx we will get My by the application of C4. Okay. Ci is equal to, so multiplication of class, like Ci is equal to A1, A2, A3, etc. Am. Ci means class containing m elements. Cj is class containing n elements. So Cia and Cj are elements of some other group, let G. Okay, so CICJ is equal to M1, sorry, A1 B1, A1 B2, etc. A1 Bn, then A2 B1, etc. Like, and the last element is AM, AM B1, AM B2, then etc. AM Bn. CICJ, the product of two classes. CICJ consists of a complete class. If an element ALBK belonging to a set CICJ, then any element conjugate to ALBK also belonging to the set. If we do similarity transformation, that is X inverse ALBK X, we can put X inverse. Okay, so X inverse is E. So X inverse ALX, X inverse BK into X. So this is okay, another element of a group CI. Another element of a group CI. Suppose it may be AR, and X inverse BKX is another element of CJ. So let it be BS. AR belonging to CI and BS belonging to CAJ. So when we multiply, all the elements are in the CICJ, or by definition of a class, we can write CICJ is equal to sum over K Aijk into CK. CK is an element in this group. Okay, so Aij is some numbers. So this is known as the multiplication of a class. That means all the elements are present in this group CICJ. So let us check what is a subgroup. A subgroup H of G is a subgroup if H is also belonging to the group under same law of composition, or if we know that the C4V group containing E, C4, C42, C43, MX, MY, sigma V and sigma U. Out of this E, C4 and C42, C43 forms a subgroup, means it obey all the four axioms.